Hello students, my today's lecture is on output devices. As we have studied in the earlier chapters that an output device is any piece of computer hardware equipment which converts the electronically generated information into human readable form. In brief, the output unit is responsible for providing the output in user readable form. Some of the output devices are visual display units, that is a monitor, a printer, graphic output devices, plotters, speakers, etc. A new type of output device is being developed these days known as speech synthesizer, a mechanism attached to the computer which produces verbal output sounding almost like human speeches. Today, the focus of the today's lecture is on the most important device which is available in the computer system since its evolution, is a display device. Since the beginning of the computer history and evolution, we always have seen a sort of display device on the computer. A display device is the most common form of the output device. It presents output visually on the computer screen. The output appears temporarily on the screen and can be easily altered or erased. It is sometimes referred to as soft copy also. The display device for a desktop PC is called a monitor. With all-in-one PCs, notebook computers, handheld PCs and other devices, the term display screen is used for the display device. The display devices are also used in home entertainment systems, mobile systems, cameras and video games. Next is the various types of display devices, also called monitors. The display devices form images by lighting up the proper configurations of the pixels. In short, the display devices are organized in the form of pixels, and pixels are arranged in the form of a matrix, a two-dimensional matrix which is organized as rows and columns. There are two types of monitors. The first type of monitor is a monochrome monitor. The monochrome monitors actually display two colors, one for the foreground and one for the background. The colors can be black and white, green and black or umber and black. A monochrome monitor is a type of CRT computer display which was very common in the early days of computing from 1960 through the 1980s. Before color monitors became popular. CRT basically means cathode ray tube. The CRT use cathode ray tube technology to display images. So, they are large, bulky and heavy like conventional or old televisions, because old televisions also used the CRT technology only to display the television films or television images. To form the image on the screen, an electronic gun sealed inside a large glass tube fires electrons at phosphorus coated screen to light up the appropriate pixels in the appropriate color to display the images. The phosphors glow only for a limited period of time after the exposure of electrons. The monitor image must be redrawn and refreshed on a continual basis. Typical refreshment rates are between 60 to 85 times in a second. They are still widely used in the applications such as computerized cash register systems. Green screen was the common name for a monochrome monitor using a green P1 phosphor screen. The monochrome monitors have of late been replaced by the color monitors, which are used in almost every desktop these days. The color monitor is a display device capable of displaying many colors. The color monitor can display anywhere from 16 to over 1 million different colors. The color monitors are sometimes called RGB monitors because they accept 3 different signals: red, green and blue. In contrast, a monochrome monitor can display only 2 colors, one for the background and one for the foreground. The color monitors implement the RGB color model by using 3 different phosphors, that appear red, green and blue when activated. By placing the phosphors directly next to each other and activating them with different intensities, the color monitors can create an unlimited number of colors. In practice, however, the real number of colors that any monitor can display is controlled by the video adapter. Now, moving ahead from type of display to the technology they possess, we have many kinds of monitors lined up. Some of those are CRT display monitors, TFT, flat panel, LCD, OLED, LED, transparent monitor, etc. Next, we talk about the resolution of the display devices. The display resolution of a digital television, computer monitor or display device is the number of distinct pixels in each dimension. Like typically, we represent a screen as consisting of rows and columns. So, rows and columns, row is one dimension, column is another dimension. So, the resolution is measured in terms of the number of distinct pixels present in each dimension. It can be an ambiguous term, especially as the display resolution is controlled by different factors in the cathode ray tube, flat panel display or various different types of display devices. But in general, the resolution is quoted as width cross height with the units in pixel in row or in columns. Like row and column can be intermittently replaced with width and height, right. For example, 1024 cross 768 means the width is 1024 pixels and the height is 768 pixels. Width and height, as explained earlier, can be replaced with rows and columns. This example would normally be spoken as 1024 by 768 or 1024 by 768. So, 1024 by 768 is a common term used to represent the display resolution. The resolution of our computer monitor has increased over time with the advancement in the technology. From 320 cross 200 resolution during the early 1980s to 800 cross 600 pixels during the late 90s. Since 2009, the most commonly sold resolution for computer monitors is 1920 cross 1080. The top end consumer products offer resolution up to 2560 cross 1600 at 13 inches monitor. The Apple, which is the premier company, hardware manufacturing company, introduced a 2880 cross 1800 resolution with Retina MacBook Pro, which is their latest laptop, at 15 inches on June 12, 2012. So, this resolution can be considered as the latest resolution introduced by Apple Macintosh computers in their latest desktops or laptops. More the resolution, more clear is the picture. Next, we talk about wired and wireless monitors. Normally, in most of the desktops, the display devices are connected to the computer using a wire, and therefore, we call a wired connection between the computer and the monitor. Sometimes there are applications where the desktop is placed in one room and the display device is placed in the another room, and the distance between them could be large, and it is not possible to connect the wire, or it may be inconvenient to connect the wire from the display device to the computer system. In that case, a wireless devices are also available to connect the computer desktop and the display device. There are applications where the display devices are hanged high on the wall or the hoardings. The display contents are often required to be changed. In such devices, a wireless connection is provided between display device and the computer. So, what we have studied are the two different configurations of the connection between computer and the desktop. One is wireless and another is a wired connection. Next classification in the display devices is the two-dimensional display, which is common, traditional, conventional, which we have seen over last 30 to 40 years of computer evolution. The latest in the display device is the three-dimensional display. The improvements in the flat screen display technology have led to the emergence of three-dimensional displays on the computer screen. Unlike the traditional three-dimensional technology that uses special glasses, the latest three-dimensional products use filters, prisms and other techniques to create the three-dimensional effect using the display screen only. That means, you do not wear the special glasses to observe the 3D effect. The three-dimensional display screens help the doctors to clearly analyze the patient ailment, especially in case of the tumors. If the doctor is able to view the 3D image on the screen, he can better analyze the real problem or the ailment with the patients. The architects, the building architects who design the buildings can visualize the final shape of their buildings better if they are provided the 3D image of the building which is likely to be created. The scientists can clearly observe the patterns in their experiments if they are provided the 3D image of the patterns. So, 3D technology, the 3D display devices are also gaining popularity in variety of applications, though the 2D display devices still is in use and is used commonly in most of the desktops, laptops and tablets. The another emerging display option these days is wearable personal display, such as display sunglasses. Wearable personal displays project the image from a PC or other device with a video output to the display screen located close to the eye. This display screen located close to the eye is also called a wearable sunglass. The display screen is built into that wearable sunglass and the glasses are designed for personal use, so that by wearing that glass I can view a television, I can work on my computer system, or I can do each and everything which otherwise I was able to do by viewing the standard monitor systems. The next emerging technology in the area of display device is the flat panel display technology. The term flat panel display refers to a class of video devices that have reduced volume, weight and power requirements. The term flat panel indicates flat, that means it is very thin, and because of this thin body, it has reduced volume, it has reduced weight, and also this flat panel technology is highly power efficient as compared to the conventional or traditional CRT technology, which is the cathode ray tube technology. A significant feature of the flat panel display is that they are thinner than CRTs and we can hang them on the walls or wear them on our wrists. The flat panel displays form images by manipulating electronically charged chemicals or gas sandwiched between the thin pans of glass instead of using a bulky electron gun like CRT monitors. The most common flat panel technologies are liquid crystal displays, in short called LCDs, organic light emitting diode, in short called OLED, and gas plasma. The liquid crystal displays LCDs uses charged liquid crystals located between two sheets of clear material. It can be a glass, it can be a plastic also, to light up the appropriate pixels to form the image on the screen. Several layers of liquid crystal are used. In their normal state, the light crystals are aligned so that the light passes through the display. When the electronic charge is applied to the liquid crystals change their orientation so that the light cannot pass through the display and the liquid crystal at the charge intersection of the electronic grid appear dark. The color LCD displays use a color filter that consists of a pattern of red, green and blue subpixels for each pixel. The voltage is used to control the orientation of the liquid crystal and the amount of the light that gets through. The blend of these three different colors, red, green and blue, and their shades are used to make the appropriate color pixel. Normally, the display from these LCDs are based on reflective normal light. However, to show these displays even in the dark, fluorescent light is mounted inside the display panel. This technique also referred to as backlighting. The LCDs are most common type of flat panel technology used for small to medium size monitors. The large flat panel use gas plasma and other technologies. The LCDs are likely to be replaced by another technology such as organic light emitting diode, which is OLED, and that we are going to discuss next. In fact, these days the OLED technology is quite popular. OLED stands for organic light emitting diode. The OLED also use layers, but there is distinct difference between OLED and LCDs. While LCDs are non-emissive, which means they do not produce light and so they require backlighting for showing display in the dark. OLEDs on the other hand use a layer of organic material. When the current is applied on the organic material, it emits a visible light. Therefore, OLEDs do not use backlighting, which makes them more energy efficient and increase the span of battery life or recharge, especially in smaller devices like mobile devices or appliances. In order to produce the color output, blue, green or red organic material is used. The other advantage of OLEDs is that they are thinner as compared to the LCDs, which stands for the liquid crystal display technology. Therefore, they are now commonly used in the OLEDs are now commonly used in mobiles and camera devices other than dashboard displays and TVs. There are few special types of OLEDs, organic light emitting diodes, as the full form of OLED is. For example, flexible OLED, which in short stands for FOLED, F-O-L-E-D. It is a technology which facilitates building OLED displays on flexible surfaces such as plastic or metallic foil. These displays can roll up when not in use. The other possible uses for the flexible screens include making lighter desktops and portable PC monitors, enabling pull-out displays to be used in conjunction with handheld PCs and mobile devices. The flexibility of these devices also add to their durability. These features make this technology extremely suited for mobile devices or compact devices. The another form of OLED technology is transparent OLED, in short called TOLED, T-O-L-E-D. The TOLED displays are transparent and can emit light forward the top and bottom of the display surface. The portion of the display that does not carry an image is nearly as transparent as glass. This transparent technology opens up the possibility of displays in home glass windows, where it can be an ordinary window, but a display can be embedded inside the glass window, giving an illusion that some display is available, but you are unable to see from where it is coming up. Like in the car windshields also you can have this transparent OLEDs. In helmet face shields also you can have these transparent OLEDs. The third type of OLED is phosphorescent OLED, or in short called FOLED. The phosphorescent technology maximally converts the electrical energy into light instead of heat. Because of this feature of the phosphorescent technology, the technology generates minimum heat and is therefore more power efficient and reliable. and therefore, this power efficiency and reliability makes this phosphorescent technology suited for mobile devices. So, with this I have introduced the flat panel display technologies. The next in this series of display devices is the plasma displays. The plasma displays use a layer technology like LCD and OLEDs, but instead of liquid crystal or organic material used, between two plates of the glass, a layer of gas is used. A phosphor coated screen with red, green or blue phosphor for each pixel is used. The electronic grid layer and the electronic charge makes the gas atoms light up the appropriate phosphors to create the image on the screen. The plasma technology is used in large displays 40 inches and above for public displays and big screen televisions. The next device in the display technology are the data and multimedia projectors, which are commonly used these days in classrooms and auditoriums, conference halls for big screen projection, so that an audience of 100 to 200 can easily view what is being shown on the display. A data projector connects to the computer, and any output that is sent to the computer monitor is also projected through the projector onto the wall or projection screens. Most data projectors today can project video. In classrooms, conference rooms and auditoriums, the projectors are permanently mounted on ceiling. The projectors are controlled through a wireless remote device. The small, lightweight handheld projectors with built-in computers are also available to show the screen contents directly on a wall, so that a large mass sitting in the classroom or theater can view the screen. With the advancement in the technology, the projectors are now lighter, cheaper and more reliable. The traditional bulb is now replaced with the fluorescent displays, making it more power efficient and longer life. While most of the projectors are connected to the PC using a data cable, these days wireless projectors are also common, and these wireless projectors connect to the PC without wires using Wi-Fi connections. So, what we have learned today are various types of display devices, also called monitors or display screens. The most common, which are the most common of all the output devices on the computer. The monitors are available in wide variety of size, shape, resolution and technologies depending upon the applications. The common technologies suited and discussed are CRT, flat panel like LCD, which is liquid crystal display, OLED like organic light emitting diode, FOLED like flexible organic light emitting diode, TOLED like transparent organic light emitting diode, and FOLED, which stands for phosphorus organic light emitting diode. The monitors can be wired or wireless as discussed earlier. Some monitors support the two-dimensional images and some support three-dimensional images. We also have multimedia projectors as display devices, as these multimedia projectors project the output coming from the monitor to a large screen or wall using the light bulb or fluorescent technology. With this, I conclude my lecture. Thank you.